Today I'm going to give you a strategy that might allow you to beat 99% of day traders. And it starts with looking at one public record that most people don't read. I'm talking about the stock trades made by top executives at big public companies and members of Congress. By law, all of those trades have to be made public within days of the person placing it, so anyone can see exactly what they're buying and selling. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find those insider trade filings, and more importantly, how to spot the ones that'll actually make you money, so you can start trading the same stocks that the richest people in the world are buying. And real quick, just so we're clear, nothing in this video is financial advice. Always do your own research before putting your money into anything. So let's get into it. The two public trade reports. So there are two separate laws that force certain people to publicly disclose every trade they make, and they cover different groups. The first law applies to executives at public companies, which is a category that includes the CEO, the CFO, board members, and anyone that owns 10% or more of that company. It requires them to report every single trade they make in their own company. And by law, that report has to be made within 2 days of the trade taking place. So if a CEO buys 100,000 shares of their own company on Monday, you can see that exact trade publicly by Wednesday at latest. The second law applies to members of Congress, and it's called the Stock Act. It requires every senator, every representative, and their immediate family to publicly report any stock trade they make. The reporting window is much longer than the corporate one though. They have up to 45 days from the trade date to file. So technically, a senator could buy a stock today and not have to report it for a month and a half, which is going to matter a lot in a minute when I tell you about how to figure out which filings to trust. The people filing these trades are working with information most day traders don't have, and that's exactly how they make money on stocks before the rest of the market catches on. These executives are getting briefed on internal numbers, upcoming product launches, deals in the works, and earnings before any of that goes public. Members of Congress are on committees that regulate entire industries, and they get national security and economic briefings most people will never see. So when one of these people takes a position with their own money, especially when they're buying, that decision is usually backed by information that's not yet priced into the stock. Even better, this data is sitting in plain view for anyone to read, but barely anyone bothers to look. But knowing where to find these trades isn't the part that makes you money. The part that does is knowing which ones to actually trust. And I'll get into that in just a minute. Where to see the filings. Now, the tool that I use to read both insider and politician trading data is stocks.news. It shows every insider and politician trade in one place, so you don't have to go to government websites and search through them yourself. That said, let me show you what it looks like inside the app.
So here real quick, we're gonna be in the stocks.news app, and if we go down to insiders, you can see here are all the insider trades, and you can see that it has the specific price, if it was buy or sell, and for how many shares. Not only that, but you can see their names and their position. For example, let's check out Vashist Rajesh. We can see that he bought $3.75 million or 5,000 shares of SITM. It even shows us how many shares they're holding after the transaction. And most importantly, the transaction date. We can also even click on the details and see the SEC filing. And if you click on one of the links in the filing, you'll see even more information. I mean, there's endless stuff here. You can really look through everything.
From there, you can also access the politician trade reports.
And the same thing goes for the politicians, but we have to click over to the politicians in the top right. And here you can see all the politicians, what house they're in, what state, and if they're buy or sell. Like mentioned, it only shows you a range, not the specific amount. And if we click on one of the drop downs, you can see the transaction date and the filing date. If we check out John Boozman here, you can see that the transaction was on May 15th, but he didn't file it for another month. Very important to look at.
For every filing, the data points you should read are the trader's name, the ticker, whether it was a buy or sell, the position size, and most importantly, the trade date versus the filing date. By the way, if you want to try stocks.news for yourself, I'll leave a link to download it in the description. The 3 filters. There are 3 filters I run on every filing, and a trade has to pass all 3 for it to be worth trading. The first filter is how recently the trade was made. Insiders have to file within 2 business days, so any insider trade you find is from the last 48 hours. Politicians, like I mentioned earlier, have up to 45 days, which means a senator could have bought a stock back in April and only just gotten around to filing it now. So what I do is I check the trade date on every politician filing, and if it was made within the last 10 days, you can still get in at a similar price that they did. If the trade date is 30 or more days old, the stock has likely already made its move, and you'd be entering after most gains have already happened. The second filter is conviction, which is comparing the size of the position to the trader's normal trade size. Some insiders and politicians are constantly trading. They place small positions every week, and most of them don't mean much. But when someone who normally makes $10,000 or $20,000 trades suddenly dumps $500,000 into one stock, that is a high conviction position. It's out of their norm. That kind of trade tells you that they really believe something is about to happen with that company, and those are the ones that you'll want to buy. The third filter is whether that company or sector is showing up across multiple filings. A single politician buying one stock on its own doesn't really mean anything because it could just mean they're making a small bet, following a friend's recommendation, or just moving some money around their account. But when multiple insiders of the same company are all buying within a few weeks of each other, that tells you that they all know something good is about to happen with that company. The same idea applies to politicians. If you see a senator and two representatives all buying into the same tech stock in the same month, that's a much stronger signal than any one trade on its own. If a filing passes all three of these filters, you have found one of the few setups worth taking a trade on. So you want the trade to be recent, the position to be unusually big, and you want to see more than one filing on the same company or sector. Most filings won't make it through all three of these filters, and that's kind of the whole point of the system. It's there to keep you focused on the setups that'll actually make you money. A good example of all three of these filters being passed is Nancy Pelosi's Nvidia trade in late November of 2023. She filed a purchase of 50 call options on Nvidia with a $120 strike price, with an expiration at the end of 2024 for somewhere around $1.8 million. That trade was filed within a few days of the purchase. The position was much bigger than her usual trades, and other politicians and tech insiders were also buying AI names around the same time. By December 2024, that position was worth roughly $6.6 million, which works out to about a 266% return in a year. In August 2023, Representative Mark Green placed a big bet that the US stock market would drop by January 2024. The market actually went up over those 5 months, so his bet ended up losing money. It was the same kind of bet from a politician, yet with a very different outcome. That's why every filing has to pass all three filters before you treat it as a real signal. And even when a filing does pass all three of those filters, there's still a couple checks that I do before placing a trade, trading what passes the filters. Once a filing goes through all three of the filters, the first thing I check is the current price of the stock compared to where it was when the trade was made. If the stock has already moved 30-40% since the trade date, the move has already happened and you'd be entering near the top. But if the price is still close to where it was when the filing was made, the same setup the insider or the politician saw is still available to you. Next, I check that the event behind the trade is still going to happen, because insiders and politicians don't just trade randomly. There's always some kind of upcoming event behind the buy, whether that's their earnings report coming out, a government ruling on their company, or a big deal getting announced. So you want to check upcoming news on that company or sector and confirm that the event hasn't already happened yet or hasn't gotten canceled. A good example of this is AMC's CEO Adam Aron, who disclosed buying 250,000 shares of his own company on the open market at around $1.38 per share in May of 2026. He tied the buy to upcoming box office growth, which was an event that anyone could verify just by checking the movie release calendar for the next couple months. The stock went up over 5% the same session his filing went public, and anyone who saw the filing, confirmed the catalyst was still ahead, and got in alongside him would have caught the move. So if you want to start running the strategy yourself, you can download the Stocks.News app for free using the first link in the description. The insider and politician tracking are all included with premium, as well as the live scanner, the news research, sentiment tracking, and the simulator. But you can test the whole thing out for free using the 7-day trial. So again, download the app for free using the first link in the description. And if you want to learn the best strategy for crypto, make sure to check out this video next.